Okay, welcome to the after work video. So got a little bit of a late start today, but I don't. But there's I can go a little later. I can go until 6:30, no problem. Maybe even longer than that. Oops. So I've got YouTube on my block list because I was working, but I'm no longer working. So I will unblock that and go into YouTube and start off this video by uploading the video from the lunchtime video. So, oh, I got another new subscriber. Hello, Abdulaziz. Welcome. Hopefully you have a lot to learn. Or if not, please, many videos I have said, leave a comment if you know the answer. So, because of course I expect you to go back through and watch my hundreds of hours of, what are we up to now? But it's probably over. See, that's one thing I really don't like about YouTube. It doesn't tell you your total uploaded time. Oh, I think it's like, yeah, it just tells you like watch metrics. I don't care about that much. I just want to see how much I have uploaded. But anyways, oops. So I'll share my screen as I'm doing this to keep myself more on track. Okay, so here's my channel. So I need to upload my video from lunch. Okay, so yep, this is the multi-homing. It's the third video. So we're going to go into a fourth video, unfortunately. But we'll be moving on and starting a new topic tomorrow, no matter what. Oops, and it looks like I am overwriting one of my previous videos, so I don't want to do that. Okay, this is what I want. Okay. Okay, so lunchtime video is now uploading. Once it finishes actually uploading, you can close the tab and it just does processing stuff in the background. But you gotta leave the tab open until it's finished uploading, otherwise it'll, you'll have to redo that part. So, okay, I'll just leave that open, but I'll get the lab up. So the lab rebooted, so I'll have to close it and reopen it. All right, but we're back in business now. So last video, I tried to write a script to make the help more useful. The help kind of leaves a lot to be desired. It's nice that it's there. It's better than with other vendors for sure, but it's still not all the way that great. So I did write this Python script where you can plug in what you want help on. So I wanted help on BGP, and then it will go through and find all of the help topics, and then it'll actually print out the, maybe that's what, yeah, that's what the problem was. Okay, well, I think I figured out why it wasn't working. So that's good news. Yeah, okay, well, let's start there then. I was going to kind of move on from that, but I think I know why it wasn't working. So Okay. cd var. So here's the scripting, the built-in scripting folder on all Juniper devices where your scripts will be read from. So anytime you write out a script, it has to be in one of these folders, depending on the kind of script it is. It has to be commit folder if it's a commit script, event if it's event. But we're going to do an OP because that's the kind of script you can run from the CLI. The other scripts, such as commit, are triggered by things. In the case of a commit, it's triggered by a commit. But in the case of event, it's triggered by a custom event that you choose. But we're going to do OP. So, yep, let's do remove helper. Okay, and then by. Okay, so now hopefully this works. Okay, well, it didn't. Oh, you know what? So well, something interesting did happen here. It did. Oh, the break should be here. Yeah, it should be like that. But it did not print out this. Oh, you know why? Because the break was here. So, okay, yeah, that was a game ender. So let's do var db scripts op, and now rm help. Okay, and now I. Okay. Okay, so it is running a lot longer now, so I think it is doing the loop. We're going to have quite a few help topics for BGP, so it might take a while. Aha, boom, perfect. So I did it. So we found that in help apropos BGP, this is the help topic that will give us this. So anytime we have a C also, so an example of that is show, so help or help topic VPLS, and then it was LDP signaling. So this is a good example of that. You can see they just hang you out to dry with these. They don't tell you how to get there or anything. Well, I can use my special script to get there. So all I need to do is plug this in here, the thing I'm looking for, make it lowercase, and now I can choose. So I mean, it's probably going to be in VPLS. It could be in LDP as well, but let's start with VPLS. If that doesn't work, let's try LDP, and let's see if we can find that the configuration that has this. So the configuring LDP signaling for the VPLS routing instance. It says to here, it says to enable LDP signaling, complete the steps in the following sections, but they don't give you those sections. So we're going to try to find those sections if they exist. DB scripts OP. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so let's see if this works. If not, we can always try LDP. But if it does work, I will be very happy. It worked. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, it's only 23 lines of code. I think it's going to work. I mean, technically it's 21 if I take out the comments, but the comments kind of make it more readable anyway. So it's only 23 lines of code to memorize. I don't think that's too bad. Hopefully it will run the same in version 19 as it does in version 17. And hopefully it's in the same file path in version 19 as well. I actually lied a little bit. It's more than 23 lines of code. So yes, that's 3 lines of code you need to memorize in Python, but I would also need to memorize a few lines in here. I would need to set the system scripts, and then I would need to set the language to Python. I think I'd have to do that in 19. And of course, it'd be a little bit different in 19 as it is here, but I would have to memorize these 23 lines of Python configuration and these 2 lines of system configuration in the Juniper. But I don't think there's any problem with that. I think it's worth it. And then you can see if I get stuck on something and they hang me out to dry with the help, I can just use my help helper, and then that C also that they wanted me to refer to, I'll be able to follow along with that. So oh, okay. Well, this isn't quite. Oh, shoot. Oh, of course, because so I should have, so it worked, but I didn't get a match for this. This was the only one that matches for this. Anytime I get a match for this, I should have 2 of these popping up, because I should have the one where it's listed as a C also, and the one where it's actually there. But the proof of concept was there. So let's try LDP. Okay, so this is the same one with the CL also, but it does work. Unfortunately, the sad truth is that they legitimately do just hang you out to dry, and they have this absolutely nowhere. I mean, sometimes we have seen help apropos doesn't show you everything that's available, but so let's see here. Yeah, so they just straight up hang you out to dry with the help. Even with this fancy script, we still can't get help on the topic we need help on. Let's try the other C also. Oops. Okay, so let's try VPLS and then LDP. So we should have one match. Nope, so they just hung us out to dry again. All we've got are the, oh, no, we have it. Sweet, okay, so we found it in the LDP. So sweet, okay, cool, it worked. Yeah, I should probably work on memorizing this. But to enable LDP signaling, you need to configure LDP on each PE router to participate in the VPLS routing instance. A minimal configuration is to enable LDP on the loopback interface, which includes the router identifier, and on the PE router using the interface statements. You can enable LDP on all the interfaces on the router using the all option. Okay, so yeah, like I think that's going to be really handy. Should probably put some time into memorizing that. So yeah, let's get more down in the details, and let's look for so let's do show VPLS connections, and let's look for no outgoing label. Paste VPLS, no outgoing label. And we can do a grep essentially. I built my own grep for Junipers. Okay, so let's see if we got no outgoing label anywhere in the help topic for VPLS. And if not, we can always do for MPLS. Or we could do it for BGP because VPLSs are usually signaled with BGP. Let's try LDP. Okay, so this is with LDP. So we tried VPLS. Now we're trying LDP. We can also try MPLS. Okay, so let's try MPLS. Okay, and if this doesn't work, I think we can try LSP. That stands for label switch path, but it might have its own help. Before we run that, we can verify it first. Nope. So let's do a help apropos LSP. Okay, so we do have lots of stuff for LSP. So let's try that. Okay, if that doesn't work, I guess I'd like to just try outgoing label next. Nothing. Okay, so let's try outgoing label. Okay, and if this doesn't work, I'd like to do one final one, and that's Outgoing Label on VPLS. But then after that, I think I'm going to have to put this script aside. Unfortunately, it did not get me out of this jam, so that's too bad. Nope, so it didn't find it. So let's do one final one. Okay, so no luck. We're going to need to figure out why this VPLS connections is showing OL for all the sites without any help. Okay, so we've got the, well, let's just see if we can ping to the remote from the local. And we can, okay. What about doing that within the routing instance? That's interesting. It says it's an invalid routing instance. I guess that makes sense because it's not INET. It's like it's not the kind of routing instance where you can ping. That would be more like a VRF. So I think I might just need to add the loopback interfaces to the routing instance. I'll try that. But I don't think it'll commit because I've already got the loopback interface in some other interfaces. Oh, nope, I can't add the loopback interface. Yeah, you can't encapsulate a loopback interface. It's just like a virtual interface, so you can't add it to the VPLS instance. Okay, let's do a help apropos VPLS, and within here, let's look at multi-home. All right, so we're all set. OP help helper.py. Hopefully we'll find documentation, VPLS documentation for setting up multi-homing. Or something related to that. I mean, if it's multi-homing ing, it won't have this E in there. So we can try leaving the E. Yeah, we can also do or multi-home help.lower. Yeah, let's try this. Let's just see, or multi. Okay, there we go. Okay. That really surprised me that there is no multi-homing found for VPLS. Let me take a look at, because this is meant to be BGP multi-homing. Okay, so let's change it to BGP and see if there's anything. This is meant to be for BGP anyway. It's not necessarily meant to be for VPLS, but let's see here. Helper, VI, here we go. Oops. Perfect, okay. Ah, okay, sweet. So that's weird that we couldn't find it in VPLS, but yeah, we've got a whole topic here for VPLS multi-homing. So, and this is under, yep. So when a CE device is connected to the same VPLS site on more than one PE router, include the multi-homing statement on all associated PE routers. Configuration of this statement tracks BGP peers. If no BGP peer is available, VPLS deactivates all active interfaces for a site. To specify that the PE router is part of a multi-home site, include the multi-homing statement. You can configure this statement at the following hierarchy levels. Edit routing instances, routing instance name, protocols VPLS. Include the multi-homing statement on all PE routers associated with a particular VPLS site. Okay, so let's do something fancy here. Let's do this. Yeah. And we're going to say any documentation that has this in it, so like calling out a hierarchy level, we want to get the name back of that. So let's try that. Now, I wish I could just do like a star here or something. I suppose I could make it, I could do something like that if I just thought about it, but let's just keep going with this since it's here, it's ready to go. Import process. Sorry, I do that sometimes. I've been accused of having Tourette's. I don't think I actually do though, but maybe I do. I probably do. It's okay. As long as I don't like yell out something and get like banned from the test or like get disqualified or kicked out. But I mostly just blurt things out like that when I'm by myself anyways. I haven't had any problems where I do that when other people are around. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. What do we need? So now I can run it since I created it. So we'll see all the documentation that pops up that has this. We'll see at least one result because we know we had that one before, even though I forgot to change it to VPLS. But depending on what shows up, we'll just run it again right away with the change to VPLS. If we get a lot of good hits, though, we'll of course dive into them. So runtime is pretty darn slow. I wish I could speed that up somehow, but oh, you know what? I think I can. Oh, okay, no, never mind. I can't. Because I thought there was something I could do here where I put in a continue, but nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, so that's just the one we looked at before. So let's try this again. Oops, VR. Okay, so high hopes for this one. We'll see though. Yep, so we've got one that calls out that. So let's take a look. Configuring VPLS routing instance and VPLS interface connectivity. You can configure the VPLS routing instance to take down or maintain its VPLS connections, depending on the status of the interfaces configured for the VPLS routing instance. By default, the VPLS connection is taken down whenever a customer-facing interface configured for the VPLS routing instance fails. You can also specify that the VPLS connection remain up so long as an integrated routing and bridging interface is configured for the VPLS routing instance by specifying the IRB option for the connectivity type statements. Okay. All right, so I mean, we can try that. Let's see all the, okay. I wonder if the reason it isn't working is because I didn't set the encapsulation type. I'm going to try that. So let's try setting the encapsulation type on all of them and see if that works. And I'll just set it on PE2 and we'll see if it works because the connection will come up. Oh, maybe this is it. I just found that by chance, but I do have no tunnel services enabled. So globally, I might need that static configuration. Let's just go to, let's just continue this experiment first though. Okay, so it's still OL. We've also got the multi-home is in state LN, which is, okay, which I don't see in the legend anywhere. I mean, I'm sure I'm just not seeing it, but I really wouldn't put it past them to just not have it. Okay, there we go. Local site not designated. Oh, okay. So I set up a site identifier. I don't think that needs to be on there. That might have just been myself trying to get things to work. I'm gonna have a lot of extra config. Oh, okay. So this makes sense. We actually don't have a multi-home on PE2. If we took a look at the configuration, we just got one C connected to it. Only PE1 needs that multi-home statement because only PE1 has multiple CEs connected. So on PE1, we're all good. We've got state up because we do have a multi-home. But on PE2, we don't have a multi-home. So state is LN, local site not designated. So don't have a multi-home. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so moving on now. Moving on, we've got everything, for the most part, good. Just going to need some, yep, so we're just going to need those VPLS connections to come up. So we need to figure out what this OL means. And we know what it means. It means that there's no outgoing label. We need to figure out why there's no outgoing label. Let me know in the comments if you know why. Even more frustrating, there is an outgoing label. Well, let's check green.mpls. So I'm wondering if I need like a policy or something. But there is an outgoing label. I thought anyway. All right, let's take a look at this. Huh, okay. Well, shoot. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on here, but it's good for me to figure this out now than on test day. So let's keep trying to figure it out. Now we do want to use BGP signaling for the VPLS. So let's try to figure that out. So Juniper BGP signal. Yeah. Yep. So let's go with this. Here's an example configuration. Perfect. So it uses VLANs. We're not going to be using VLANs. Okay, yep, they've got a, so they've got site identifiers. I think that's what is missing from my configuration here. So, I mean, I'll probably submit a downvote for that just because of how much trouble it gave me. So I also probably need a LSP, but I think I need site identifiers. I think that's probably going to fix it. Now, can't I do like an auto site? Isn't there a way I can do like a site? Ah, oh, okay. So let's give it site 2. Okay, there we go. So let's try that on PE1. I think this will probably do it, but we will find out. Oops, so does not support FEC 129 and BGP. So yeah, we're going to want to use BGP. This is in the BGP topic. It's for multi-homing. So you definitely want to be using BGP. So let's just get rid of that. Now I don't know why I didn't get that with the other one. Oh, and I went to Greep instead of green. Oops, so, oh, okay, encapsulation type not valid for BGP VPLS. Why didn't I get so much trouble? Oh, I did get that same trouble, I just didn't see it. I moved on before I saw the errors. You know what, I don't do this very often. but you know, at the same time, I don't want to I don't want to get into this position in a test where I see an OL and what do I do? I mean, I definitely want to know how to handle an OL situation. So I think, but unfortunately, I think I am going to just downvote the documentation I was using. So it's this one here. So, yep, we're gonna go feedback down here. We're gonna go not helpful because I wasted so much time. I say if you configure this lab as given, show VPLS connection shows all your remote sites in OL status. Okay, so yep, that's going to be it, unfortunately. Yeah, and I don't do this very often, but I'm going to do it this time, just because I've got too much to go through. But what I will be doing, which hopefully will be good news, is giving away this script. So I will just paste it there, and then hopefully you can see to plug in your topic here, and then to plug in your search string here. And anyone who can benefit from this, probably more in the real world, if you want to use that help, or on the exam too, if you want to memorize that, plug that in there. It might be a lifesaver. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I guess I'm just going to use this, and if it turns out to be helpful in the lab, then I'll put an effort in memorizing it. But otherwise, I'll just kind of use it in the lab, and if it happens to be like it was today, where like it wasn't that helpful, I won't bother memorizing it. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't make this go, but we're going to have a whole section dedicated to VPLS later. So I'm sure we'll run into that later. So, but I want to get moving, get through these as fast as I can. I'm hoping by the end of the week, at the latest, I can get through that whole topic. So the next topic will be MPLS and then VPNs afterward. All right, so yeah, and unfortunately, I've only got about 2 months, so I'm gonna need to get through. Let's see here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 topics, but really to learn what I need to get through, you know, I got to count up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and those are all huge topics. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, huge topics. 19, 20, 21, 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, huge topics. 30, 31, 32, 33. 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, and let's say 36 because I did this one already. And I could probably deduct one for EVPN as well. So 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So I've got 40 topics to get through in in 2 months, so about 60 days. So I'm going to need to do more than one topic a day because I've got about 60 days. Oh, sorry. Okay, no, that's pretty good news because I've got 40 topics and I've got 60 days. So I don't have to do one topic a day, but I think that's going to be my new goal now, doing one topic a day, because I got to get through them all. So unfortunately, from here on, I think I'm going to implement a new rule, and we're going to do one complete topic a day. So that's a day. So that means I'm going to do the lunchtime video and the evening video. So I'll have 2 videos per topic, but I'll be cutting it off after that, even if I don't quite have satisfaction on the topic. I'll probably just take a note and say what I don't have satisfaction on, and then hopefully I'll have some extra time to come back. But yep, but we're done with multi-homing. I couldn't really find anything for that. I just assumed it was for BGP signaling as used within a VPLS. I don't think that's what it's for, but one thing that's really good that I did is figure out how to write a Python script to make the built-in help in Juniper more useful. I'll be able to use that on the exam if I can remember the Python script, and that could really get me out of a jam potentially. And that's something I had spent hours on a previous video. I don't know why it was so much easier today. But the next video is going to be on confederations, and I'll be implementing my new rule during that video. So this is going to get a lunchtime video, an after work video, and then after that so today is Monday, so on Wednesday, we'll be moving over to BGP adjacency formation. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.